Hello and welcome, it's rooflemonger with another video today, and today we're actually been going over Dragon Ball FighterZ. So this video, we're just going to go over everything that we know currently about the game. It's E3 is kind of winding down right now, and we've learned a decent amount about the game, not everything, and I'm sure there'll be more to come in the following months. However, we're just going to quickly go over the basics. So first off, obviously it's a 3-on-3 fighter and has assists in the vein of Marvel 2, Marvel 3. The game will be released in 2018, early 2018, and the game director Tomoko Hiroki says the game is currently at 20% completion rate, so still quite a bit to go. So also now quickly, we're going to go quickly into the mechanics and some character specifics. So as for some of the base mechanics here, and we'll do a bit of a splicey here, we are basically a 4-button game with assists. So it is light attack, medium attack, heavy attack, and special. Alright, and with these basic attacks, keep in mind, like Persona 4 Arena or King of Fighters 14, mashing the light attack does do an auto combo for beginners if your combo skills are not up to snuff. Now, also mentioned on that control scheme, we have a super dash, which is a homing dash. Your character will rush in, as we can see here in the video. It'll pop up every now and then. They'll dash in no matter where they are on the screen. If they're above them, below them, equal, you'll home in on where they are no matter where they are. And we also mentioned in the control scheme have a Dragon Rush. Now this is basically a fancy terminology for the dust attack that Guilty Gear has. It is basically a launching attack after which you can follow up with a combo in the air. Another base maneuver everyone has here is you can build your ki, and that builds your super bar. And unlike, say, a Marvel-style game, there's actually a maximum of 7 bars in this game, not the usual 5 that you see. Now, next up to mention for the base mechanics is the Vanish attack, and I'll cut to a little quick example of this here. For 1 bar, you can always teleport behind your opponent, like a high-paced Dragon Ball Z battle. You can also do this in the middle of a combo. Along with this, there's also the Sparking Blast. Now, if you played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, this is effectively most akin to the X Factor. While you have this on, you will automatically regenerate your red health for the active character and have a small damage buff. Now, just like the X Factor, it doesn't last forever, and you only get 1 use of it per fight, so you absolutely have to make it count. Now, one of my favorite things about Dragon Ball FighterZ, compared to Marvel vs. Capcom anyways, is when you lose a character, you might see a little cinematic play out, and then the next character will rush into the battlefield, returning to neutral. So it does not have the phase where you have to basically enter a guessing game when your character enters the board, and have the potential to get mixed up and lose them before you even got a chance to work with them. So every time you lose a character, you are at very least guaranteed to return to the neutral, and able to fight back from there, which I think is fantastic. As for another basic staple that's in Marvel vs. Capcom, we do have push blocking that is in the game. And as for the supers, so everyone has a 1-bar super move and at least 1 3-bar super move. There is a couple special ones. Gohan, for example, has the Father-Son Kamehameha as a 5-bar special move, which deals an insane amount of damage. And for 3 bars, Frieza can go Golden Frieza form as an install, which is, if you don't know the term, install just means you're better, faster, stronger, and all that jazz that comes with it. So he can install and become Golden Frieza and just like really kick some butt for a short amount of time before it runs out. And as a quick note, when it runs out, and I'm going to splice in here, he actually gets an outside the game assist. Sorbet from the movie will shoot a little shot to cover his recovery. So it's a cute little thing to keep out for, or watch out for rather, when Frieza is out of golden form. And one final thing to mention on the mechanic front before we go to the characters. So there is a defensive mechanic where you can spend a single bar and tag in one of your partners while you're blocking to get your current guy out of dodge and have a new guy come into the field. Now finally, to mention the characters, so obviously the current character roster is Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Cell, Buu, and Frieza. So that is obviously going to expand in the future. We obviously don't know either how many characters we're going to have in total, but knowing our system works, don't expect a giant roster. It'll probably be anywhere in the neighborhood between, I'd say, 12 to 16. And then as more revisions of the game come out, we'll have a couple new characters each time. There is a little printout at E3 describing what characters can do. And to quickly mention it, so Goku is described as an all-rounder. It says that a Kamehameha is very powerful and can usually wipe out other opponents' ki blasts. Vegeta is a straight-up rush-down character with many up-close attacks. Gohan, it mentions he's got very stubby limbs because he's a kid, but it is specifically Cell Saga Teen Gohan Super Saiyan 2, so it also mentions that he hits like a truck. Frieza is described as a zoner, so a lot of long-range attacks, a lot of projectiles. Cell is another all-rounder, and he does have an unblockable attack called the Telekinetic Crush. Majin Buu, he's described more of a wacky character, and from what we've seen in the gameplay videos, he's got long range, long limbs, so kind of like Dhalsim. He'll probably be more of a keep-away character in the end, but we'll find out as we go on. So that's kind of everything we learned at E3. More events will be coming in the future. I'm sure other tournaments, I imagine Tokyo Game Show down the road, and plenty more events are going to have a lot more footage. We're going to be seeing a lot more of this game coming up. I'm super hyped for it personally, and I cannot wait to play it at all. And to quickly note in closing, there is going to be a closed beta for the game, the details of which they are not made privy to us. We'll know down the road, but it is coming, so get your lucky rabbit's paw, whatever you need to do, because everyone's going to be applying for it, absolutely, and we'll all see if we can get in. Anyways, I am super hyped for the game. I hope you are too. It looks friggin' fantastic. And I cannot wait for whatever early 2018 is, the release date. Hopefully earlier the better. And let's get our grubby little paws on it because this game looks great. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.